Now that we're back from spring break, we're going to do a little rules refresher so that you can familiarize yourself with some of the key rules that we have here at Howard High School. We're going to do a little pop quiz as we go along with 15 true-false questions about some key school rules.
True or false, number 1. It is acceptable to have Beats or other ear-covering headphones as long as only one ear is covered by the headphones and the other is free for announcements. False. Beats or ear-covering headphones are not allowed regardless of how they are worn. True or false, number 2. Students are allowed to listen to music with one earbud in while in the hallway, regardless of what time of day it is. False. You are allowed to listen to your music only during passing times or at lunch. If you are leaving a class during class time to go to another area of the building, you are not permitted to have your earbuds in. So let's do a quick music headphones refresher. What is not allowed? Essentially, you are not allowed to listen to music during class time. Even if you're in the hallway, even if you're just on your way to the nurse, to guidance, you need to make sure that your earbuds and your phone is away during class time. You are not allowed to have any headphones that cover your ear, for example, the Beats headphones. You cannot even have these around your neck for fashion's sake. There's no reason for Beats to enter the building, and we will be taking them if we see them if you have violated this policy several times. So make sure that they are not in the building or away during the school day. You are not allowed to play music on a speaker of any kind. Only one earbud. It's fine if you listen to your music by yourself, but not everybody needs to listen to your music. It's just for you. What is allowed? It's absolutely fine to listen to your music during lunch or in between classes as you're going from period 2 to 3 or 3 to 4. You may use one earbud, one in for music and one for announcements or teachers in the hallway, or to listen to your surroundings. And it is absolutely fine to listen to your headphones during a teacher-directed activity involving headphones. So if your teacher says, hey, everybody take out your headphones, let's listen to this or let's listen to that, that is fine. But other than that, you should not have your phone or your earbuds or headphones out during class time.
Our third question. My family may drop off Chick-fil-A or Subway to the front office for my lunch. Think about that there. Ooh, that's false. The only choices for you are to bring your own lunch or buy it from the cafeteria. Question number 4. The cafeteria is the only place I'm permitted to eat and drink. Is that true or is that false? That is true. Whether it's before, after school, or during lunch, students must take food and drinks to the cafeteria for consumption. Food and drink are also not permitted in the atrium, so cafeteria only. During my lunch shift, I may walk the halls or hang out in the gym. Is that a true or false statement? That is false. Unless you have a pass from a staff member, you need to remain in the cafeteria or the atrium area during lunch. Reviewing some of those rules about lunch shifts, you do want to make sure that you report directly to the cafeteria during your lunch shift. You bring that lunch from home or you can buy from school, and of course remain seated in the cafeteria or in the atrium just hanging out with your friends. Throw away all your trash. If someone asks to help out, clearing up a table, show that pride, jump in there, help them out. If you do have a pass to go to the media center or somewhere, you need to have that obtained before school. And of course, all school rules do apply during the lunch shifts. Got that one. Now you go.
Questions 6 and 7 deal with policy 9210, student dress code. Question 6, a student who violates the dress code must remain in the front office until the attire is changed or until the end of the day. True, students can go to their locker to obtain a change of clothes or have one brought to school. Otherwise, the student will remain in the front office until the end of the day. Question 7. Sweatbands are not considered a violation of the dress code. False. Headbands that are worn to hold back hair are acceptable, but those that are worn in the same way that a hat would be for style are not permitted. Inappropriate attire includes bandanas, hats, having exposure to your undergarments, bare back, midriffs. The 2-finger rule applies for your spaghetti straps and tank tops. Your fingertip length shorts and skirts are also a way to measure if there's appropriate attire. Tube tops are not allowed at all in the school setting. Hoodies, you can wear a hood, but you are not allowed to wear the hood throughout the building. Gentlemen, also the tank tops that allow the side access and midriffs showing for ladies is inappropriate. There's no visors or sun glasses allowed throughout the building throughout the day as well. Any attire that reveals skin, that has depicts any drug, alcohol, or weapons of profanity and violence, or causes a disruption to the classroom environment or school environment is not allowed on campus. Please make sure that you view yourself as you're coming to school for instructional purposes, not for so much a club environment.
Questions 8 and 9 pertain to expectations for after school. First question: it's okay to stay after school if your friend is planning on meeting with a teacher. Would you think that's true or false? False. You should only stay after school if you plan to participate in a supervised school activity. Question 9. Staying after school to attend a sporting event is allowed. Is that true or false? That's true. If the activity doesn't start right after school, you need to either wait in the lobby or leave and come back. You can't just wander around the building until the event starts. Let's talk about some after-school expectations. After-school activities such as working with teachers, participating in or attending sporting events or meetings are designed to enhance your school experience. Be sure to listen to the daily announcements that will let you know when it's time to clear the building or to get your activity, and follow the directions of staff as they try to secure the building. Other expectations: only remain after school if you have an activity or event. Report on time to your teacher or coach for that activity or event, and remain with that teacher or coach throughout that entire event. While waiting for your ride, stay in front of the building near the lion or outside of the building if it's nice out. No eating is permitted in the building unless under the direction of a staff member.
Number 10. A student doesn't have to attend the safe driving presentation if he or she went last school year. False. Attendance with a parent guardian is required each school year to obtain a parking permit. If you went as a junior, you need to go again as a senior. Number 11. Students can park in the white line spaces only. True. Staff parking is designated by yellow lines and student parking is designated by white lines. Don't create your own parking space. You could be creating a dangerous situation for other drivers. Parking is a privilege. Student and parent must attend the safe driving meeting prior to receiving a permit. There's a $15 fee for parking. Permit must be displayed hanging from the rear view mirror. Students will park in the white line spaces only. Student drivers are not to go to their vehicles during the day without permission. Safe driving. Students must obey all signs, arrows in the parking lot, and all rules and regulations governing parking on school grounds. Failure to do so may result in parking privilege being revoked. Do not make illegal right turns from a non-turn lane. This is dangerous and may cause an accident. The best time to arrive at school is prior to 7:10 a.m.
Number 12, classroom use of cell phones should be limited to only those times a teacher directs you or gives you permission to use your cell phone. That's true. Cell phones during class must be approved by a teacher. Many teachers will use a signal like a stoplight, green for go and red for no, to indicate acceptable use. If you do not see anything, assume that you need to put your phone away. Number 13. Taking photos in the bathroom is not just a violation of school policy, it could also be against the law. That's also true. The acceptable use of technology policy specifically addresses not using cell phones in bathrooms or locker rooms. In addition, recent events in high schools involving pictures of people in bathrooms have led to criminal charges. Don't do it. Number 14. Students may use cell phones in the hallway. Well, that's true and false. True because students may use cell phones during passing time, but false because students should not be on their phones when out in the hall during class time, on their way to the bathroom, going to the nurse, or getting a drink of water. A pass from class is not a pass to use the cell phone. Overall, cell phones are available for you to use in between classes or while you're at lunch. Once the bell rings to begin class, you need to be off of it. You may use it only with administrative permission while in the main office, and as we stated, may never use them in bathrooms or locker rooms. Please be careful to watch where you are going when you're texting or talking so that you don't walk into anyone or anything. Also, make sure you keep your private, personal conversations just that, private and personal. And finally, please be careful to make sure you have your cell phone away during any class assessments or standardized testing, because it could be viewed as an academic integrity violation.
And our last question is question 15, and that true-false question is: you have to listen to only the staff members you actually know. Is that a true statement or is that false? False! If any staff member directs you to do something, you need to do it. Every staff member has a responsibility to enforce school rules. They'll be respectful in addressing issues with you. You need to be respectful in responding. Remember that you need to respect Howard High staff. Ignoring a staff member, cursing at him or her, or even running away, it only makes things worse. You got to be an adult. Accept responsibility for your actions here, okay? Even though you might not agree, you'll have a chance to talk to someone about the issue, but you need to follow the rule, do what someone says, and move on. The R in pride stands for respect. Make a commitment to respect others, the school, and yourself by behaving in a civil manner and adhering to the policies of the school. If you do that, Howard Lions, we're going to have a great rest of the year, and we're not going to have a lot of issues. So thanks for taking this quiz. Hopefully everyone got 100%. And the real test is out there in the halls and the rooms of Howard High. Thanks.